I've made some changes to this part of the HTML code. I've changed the style of this image so that it takes up 100% of the width of the section that it's in. So this is my image section. I want it to take up the whole of the section, and I would like the height to automatically adjust so that it's proportionate. So if we have a look at the web page, you can now see that the image is displaying better, but I still have the text sort of crammed up against there. So I'm going to go onto my style sheet, and I'm going to say that I want my image to have a margin of, well, let's say I'll just do a little margin of 1% of the whole page, and I would like the width of the image to take up 28% of the page. So it's a bit confusing because on here I'm saying that I want my picture, if you like, to take up all of this space that's been allocated, but then on here I'm saying that I want that image to be 28% of the page. And similarly for my text, I want it to have, well, I'll give it the same margin, and oops, I need to put a semicolon in there, and I'm going to say that, well, let's have a think about the width. I'm going to have a margin of 1% around my image, so that'll be 28% plus 1% on the left, 1% on the right, that's 30%, which leaves me 70%. So I'm going to make this 68% because I'm going to have a margin of 1% on either side. Let's save that. Have a look at that, and you can see my little 1% of the page margin around these things. That's quite large at the minute, so I think I'm going to make my image just take up in total 20% because I've got a margin of 1% on either side, and I'll make that 80% altogether. Let's save that. Let's refresh the page, and it just takes up a bit less of the page. And finally, let's go and change some of the formatting of the text. I think I'm going to, well, I'll give it a font size, maybe not as much as that, but I'd like that colour. So I'm going to just copy those two, put them in to that, and I'm going to change that to 40 pixels, and let's just see what that does. And there.